Hey guys, my name is Joshua Larson. Welcome to my wood shop. Super excited here today to show you this non-traditional storage option, especially for tools that you use quite frequently and also the ones that you want to make sure that they're taken care of just a little bit more than your others. This is a pull-out tip-down drawer system. Let's go.
Give it to me like...
The genius of this system, in my opinion, is the traditional space between upper and lower cabinets is about 18 to 24 inches. So in my particular case, she took that distance and I added an extra 4 inches. So instead of mine being 18 inches, which is what I like, I actually moved mine up to 22 and a half. Gave myself a ½ inch of play there. I elevated that up so that I could make and attach this pull-out tip-down system to go underneath it, okay? Now, I moved my stuff up for the less frequently used stuff to be stored up here and made this very eye-level accessible drawer for tools that, one, I didn't want to have in a drawer system that were racking around hitting each other, and also at the same time that I use pretty frequently, that I could just, whenever I want to, tip it out, grab it. I could grab that tool however I want, go and use it. When I'm done, I can then return it to its appropriate bay and then close it up. Hey guys, so if you're brand new to woodworking, this is definitely up your alley. I think that you could absolutely, and without a shadow of a doubt, be able to accomplish this task. The main thing, besides building just honestly a standard box, is gonna be the stops that I use. In a sense, if you could imagine, there's one stop, and whether or not you have it on the drawer versus the actual, the containment, it doesn't matter. But instead of having them come out and just meet each other, so it's almost like boom, they stop, one is cut at a 5-degree angle, right? Why? Because as that drawer is pulling out, it hits the bottom and then it tilts forward. That's what allows it to do that actually pivot down or that swing down function with the drawer itself. All right, you guys, well, you made it to the end. Congratulations. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If it's something that you did like, gosh, I sure would love to hear about it down in the comments. And if there's something you think that I could be doing different and or better, let us know down below. For those that are watching it as well, I'd love to make some improvements, because here's the honest truth, I'm gonna actually do another set of them over here. Now, obviously I don't wanna go any further in length that way, because it does have a tendency, if you're pushing on it unevenly, it can rack in there, right? So there is that when you start getting that big and that long, right? It did the same thing in our huge airsoft trailer that we did, it pulled out, it racks and it slide, which I had to modify that to make it work. In this particular case, as long as I put even pressure on it, that's why you see that there are actually 2 handles, because when I tried just one, it would oftentimes rack on me. So definitely would not want to go any bigger than that. So this one over here, I'm probably gonna break up into a few different ones. I might do one that kind of matches the lines that you will here, right? So I've got one here and then maybe one other one taking up this whole thing. I don't think I'll do an individual one here, but I'm gonna go all the way across. And so if that's something that you guys are interested in seeing, let me know again in the comment section. I'll be happy to kind of go through and show the step-by-step process. We'll go from there. All right, you guys, hope you have an amazing day. Shoot dang, this was a good one for me. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.